Welcome to the team. Overworked and Underplayed is a not safe for work Dungeons and Dragons actual play podcast about a group of boss babes and boss bros breaking free from the world of corporate drudgery who find themselves transported to a strangely familiar place full of fantasy and magic. See attached for episode description and content warnings.
Good evening, Travaria. I'm Buster Firecracker.
And I am Bob Mahogany.
Tonight, we bring you a special report. We have late-breaking information about an ongoing situation developing at the Orchard. For more information, we take you to our field correspondent, Susie Sunday.
Good evening. As you can see behind me, there appears to be some sort of gathering at the area of the Great Aspen, and over the last minute, we have heard screams and the sounds of clashing weapons.
Do any of the reports mention what started these apparent hostilities?
Currently, the most common report is that our visitor may have desecrated the Great Aspen with daggers.
Oh, is this related to earlier reported rumor of unconscious guests being carried to the dungeon after dinner?
We currently believe so. We have also had reports come in that the leader of the Orchard, Mike Sheff, has transformed into a giant man spider.
A giant man spider? Would it be safe to assume it can do whatever a spider can?
At this time, we believe so. We have also had reports of members of the Orchard disappearing, but at this time, we cannot confirm.
Thank you, Susie, for keeping us in the loop. We will check back in at 10 with any new information.
Up next, does Crystal Clarity's new product, Rock Hard, cure petrification? The answer may surprise you right after these messages from our sponsor, Bluegle Web Services.
Greetings, my paid and unpaid interns. I'm Alex Capps, your DM or district manager, and this is Overworked and Underplayed, a D&D podcast for young professionals by mostly young professionals. Today's icebreaker, if you were a villain, what would your lair be?
What up? It's your boy Marcel Hardy playing Richard Cox, a human consultant turned halfling bard who wholly believes it's better to be lucky than good, but it's best to be both. If Richard was a villain, his lair would be a tropical island lair that he also uses as a resort. So there's people coming and going all the time. He's got a little, what is it called? Money laundering action going on.
Yeah, you got a casino.
And that way, like, the James Bond types can't come and blow up his thing because there's also innocent bystanders there.
I'm just
always thinking.
Like the Scooby-Doo movie.
Richard,
Exactly.
I'm just imagining Richard Cox with, like, a shirt that's, like, half unbuttoned and the song Hustlin' by Rick Ross playing in the background.
Big
You
old
get Richard.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was thinking Kingsman, like, tropical island, but then you said Scooby-Doo movie, and I'm like, no, that's exactly. Exactly.
He's like,
As
free
soon as she
mimosas!
said it,
Let's get twisted.
What a weird movie. Hello, my name is Hannah Hardy. I play Taylor Jacobs, a centaur barbarian with a heart of gold. So Taylor's supervillain lair would obviously be Marketing Solutions Plus.
There it is.
So much. So
That's
what her
perfect.
like power would be, or like
Yeah.
the power she would influence or impact others with, is instead of saying yes to clients, sometimes she says, "We'll see what we can do."
Is one of her lair actions she presses collate on the printer?
That's incredible.
Hi, everyone. I'm Katie, and I play Crystal, the Drow Druid, with her very own MLM, Crystal Clarity. I think that if she had to pick, I think it would be like a cruise ship, similar to Richard's idea with like all of her little, like it's mandatory that anybody that works in the company come on the cruise, and so it pays for itself. That's how she like sustains the lair and takes care of everything, and also it's probably where all of her little secret recipes are and the not so organic ingredients that she puts in her essential oils.
Oh,
Yeah.
not so organic?
I know.
Hey, I'm Marjorie. I play Amy Ann Amanda, a basic B, rough and tumble human fighter with a freshly minted dentistry degree. I'm going to have to dig really deep on this one. It would probably...
Into their cavities.
Into the cavities, yeah. Probably her mom's basement. Yeah, because it's like, you know, it's kind of damp down there. It's like dark. Probably be a good place to, you know, host evil villain things, I imagine.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I play the IT paladin known as Bentley. And Bentley's lair would be a Wendy's, so that if anyone showed up, it could be like, "Sir, this is a Wendy's." And then when he inevitably beats the hero in a fight, he could say, "Did it hurt when these nuts hit your face?"
I am Alex Caps, your DM or district manager. And I was also going to say my mother's basement because it's like the joke of like the DM, you know, he lives in his mom's basement.
Yeah.
Let's see. If I had to say something else, I would say wherever would let me host a game and has cheap drink specials.
Hey listeners, this show is made possible by the support of our awesome patrons. In addition to a thank you for their support, our patrons get an ad-free listening experience and access to exclusive bonus content. In the weeks between episodes, our patrons are getting an extra show where we recap episodes and talk about some of our favorite moments. For more details about what you can get by supporting us on Patreon, check us out at patreon.com/ownuppod.
All right, so when we last left off,
We were in combat.
you guys were in the midst of combat. I don't know why I said midst.
I know, it was like very early stages.
Yeah, like
The first 6 seconds.
Yeah,
We did the
first
first round.
round of combat, and really, other than Tyler wetting his pants, nothing happened.
I didn't wet my pants.
You don't know that.
Roll perception.
Make a Constitution
it's
saving throw.
Schrodinger's wet pants. We ended with Crystal, who made a bunch of noise, and
Shocking.
Mike Schuff turned and noticed some people heading towards the tree. So now we go to the top of the order, Taylor.
Taylor is going to, she's in a rage, and she's going to try and pull his robes over his face.
I should remind you, he looks like a giant spider right now.
All of his eyes.
Well, she's also giant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, she's large, but
she doesn't he's not wearing a robe. Like, he looks like a giant
got
spider.
Oh,
Ripped
his
out of
clothes went away?
Yeah,
off
they
of it?
they kind of morphed into the body when he changed form.
Ugh. I do want to put cloth over his face. So it's either like my shirt or the tablecloth, or if I have robes around, it's that.
Okay, I will say
I'm trying to block Richard
Didn't
from
you
his
put
view.
put the robes
Richard
on?
and Crystal.
Did you get to the robes when we were
Oh, yeah,
offered
yeah.
them?
Okay, that's fair enough. And you have a lot of excess material for yours. So I'm going to say it wouldn't be too challenging for you to disrobe and, like, throw it over his face.
Because it's a horse blanket.
So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Do I get advantage because it was a good idea?
No.
Because I rolled a nat one.
Oh, no!
After the
Dice,
fact.
dice, omen,
Oh,
omen.
yeah, good omen. Or does it have to
Sure.
happen?
Here.
Okay, that's a 10 plus 15 or 5 to attack.
So it's
So
a 15. So 15, you throw it up, and in his semi-distracted state, you manage to get it over, like, most of his eyes.
Okay.
And you hear him go, "Miss Jacobs, that is just so uncalled for." And you see like two of his spindly legs are trying to grasp at the cloth, but it's getting hung up on the hairs around
good.
his face. All right, so Bentley, it is now your turn.
All right.
I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Or, I'm sorry, not a wisdom saving throw, just roll a d20.
16.
That is, you are still scared. Like you kind of like, come
That's
on,
fine.
Bentley,
How far
come on,
away from him
Bentley."
am I?
You're about 25, 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay, I'm going to burn my channel divinity and use Champion's Challenge. I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, okay. That is a 23.
He definitely passes, so it doesn't matter what it does.
His first roll was a nat 20. I'm sorry.
That's fun.
So you got that one out of the way at least.
Yeah, well, I
He-
can't do anything
As you
else.
see, he kind of quivers and he goes, "Ooh."
Ooh, that was a bonus action. Actually, I'm going to cast a spell on him. I'm going to do Compel Duel, and I think that's another wisdom saving throw. Let me double check.
Okay, that is a 16.
He passes again, so I'm done.
Okay. So he looks at you and goes, "Oh, Mr. Paladin, you're going to have to try harder than that." All right, so then we have Amy Ann.
Okay, so set the scene for me. So here's what I'm imagining. So Taylor just like whipped her robe off and like put it around his neck, and she's like trying to like hold him, and he's struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
I still have hold of one of his arms. I'm going to try and do the same thing that I saw her try to do, which is I'm going to try and grapple him.
Okay, so go ahead and make an opposed strength check. So that will be
Marjorie's not
athletics.
making a confident face.
Well, I've got a really high plus to it.
How high?
at 8 total.
Okay, he rolled more than an 8.
Okay.
Ooh.
And you see as he like withdraws his leg, he goes, "Now stop that. That's just uncalled for, Miss Amy Ann. I don't know what you think you're trying to do."
So that was my action. I'm going to try and talk to him. Hey, Mr. Chef, this might be a misunderstanding. Will you let us go? Are you mad at us? Are you trying to kill us? Like, can we leave?
No response.
Immediately,
I don't
like,
hate
is
that.
wrestling him.
You see
Also,
his-
can we leave?
So here's what happens. So she's trying to grapple him, and he pulls his leg out. Looks like he's about to hit her. And you see, as she makes this plea to him, and like all his wiggling stops, and his head, still in the blanket, just turns and looks at Amy Ann, and just cocks to the side a little bit, and it's just like, really, Richard,
not
it is
getting
now
hit.
your turn.
We've come this far.
All right. So,
So Richard, you are still, I guess technically you are back hidden because he can't see you.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. So, Richard, how far away am I now from the tree and the, what's it called? The Lux Mille Soleil?
So I would say if you dash, you would be within 30 feet of it now.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay, so you dash for the Lux Mille Soleil.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, he's got the things on his eyes. Now's my chance. So I'm just going to run really fast.
Yeah.
All right.
Or what I think is really fast.
So you do that, and it is now his turn. So Taylor Jacobs, go ahead and make your opposed strength check because he's going to try to break free from his head restraint.
That's a 15.
One of his claws finally finds purchase and rips the cloth off of his face. That is enough of these silly little games. It's time to play my way. And you see as two of his little spider legs clap together, and you see as all the sconces in the room go out. Let's see. And then you both, Amy Ann and Taylor Jacobs, will get an attack of opportunity as he attempts to scurry away.
21.
21. That will hit.
Mhm.
So roll damage.
Okay. 8 damage.
Okay.
What do you do?
Just punch him.
In the eyeball.
Yeah, I'm going to try to punch him right in one of his eyeballs.
I'm just like picturing it popping.
Okay, well,
Oh, yeah.
you said that, and I was like, well, I'm gonna roll to see if she hits it in the eyeball, and I rolled a 20. So I'm gonna say that yes, you punch him right in the eye socket.
Okay.
And you hear he lets out like a little spider screech as you do. And Taylor Jacobs, what did you roll for
She
attack?
got a 13.
That is not hit.
Yeah.
And I imagine you wouldn't be too happy about that. But as he scurries off, the light. I just caught that. As he scurries off, the light in the room goes darker and darker and darker. So, Crystal, it's even hard for you to see more than about 15 to 20 feet as this darkness that's coming over the room seems unnaturally so. And it is now your turn, Crystal.
I cannot see Mr. Chef.
You cannot see Mr. Chef. You can't see anyone else in the party,
Because
including Richard.
So far away.
Yeah.
So far. Dang, my plan is scuppered.
That's a
That's a good
good
word.
word.
Yeah, because I was going to use fairy fire to light all of the things up, but he's gone, so I can't
Oh, that
do
would have been really clutch right now.
Yeah.
but-
I know, but oh well. Okay, so since there's no attacking that needs to be done because I literally can't see, I am going to cast dancing lights to try and allow people to see, at least around them.
Okay, so each of these will shed light in a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
So I want to know, where are you throwing them? Well, actually, so you have to be able to see where you're throwing them. So you have to be able to see a location to target it. And this
Okay,
is targeted.
so I can see 20 feet out.
Yeah, so are you going to basically put them at the edge of your vision in like 4 directions?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you're going to expand your radius another 10 feet. Just on the edge of your vision, you see like the rear end of a horse.
Okay.
Guess whose butt that is?
Crystal, important note, as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the lights up to 60 feet. So basically, every turn you can use your bonus action to keep your lights like around you so you can see.
Oh, that's super helpful. I'm gonna use my movement speed, I guess, to walk towards the horse's rear end that I see.
Okay.
Hey, Taylor, why did you guys go after what's his face, Mr. Chef?
So what I'm going to say is you move the lights and then you walk towards her so you can see Amy Ann, you can see Taylor, and both of you can see just barely like each other because of her lights.
Gosh, it's so dark in here, guys.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Everybody
Crystal.
okay?
Well, I can barely see. Can you see, Crystal?
Yeah.
Does anybody else have a torch or something?
I'm literally lighting this room up.
That's a good point, Crystal. I don't know. I didn't mean to doubt you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So,
That's the most
at the
Crystal
end
thing
of
ever.
Crystal's turn, you guys hear just outside of your range of vision, and you almost feel like the wind blow by you. You hear the little skittering
No.
sounds like spiders in the darkness.
No.
And I need the three of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
3.
15.
Uh-oh.
10.
Okay, so both Amy Ann and Crystal fail. Taylor Jacobs, you get like that eerie feeling down your back, but you're like,
Little.
keep it together. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this dude. And then the others of you kind of cringe, and you do not. You now have the frightened condition. And
Okay.
you guys hear out of the darkness, fear, how I savor it,
Ew.
like a fine wine aged to perfection.
He's just trying to freak us out, guys.
You brave souls have walked right into my web of terror. Do you feel it? That creeping dread,
I think you're just describing a cult.
gnawing at the edges of your mind like a serpent coiled to strike.
Don't listen to him, guys.
I was fine until you got creepy, and now I don't like you. We could have been friends, dude.
You scared her. Look what you did.
I know.
Why?
Can we see where this voice is coming from?
You,
Or no, it's just in the
It's kind of
darkness.
echoing from all directions.
Look, dude, I respect the hustle, but can we just leave? I don't understand. I was gonna join. Why are you trying to freak me out?
No.
This
There's
kid's
no leaving.
good for recruitment.
There's no leaving
Right.
now. You see, my dear adventurers,
I didn't want to leave.
fear is not just a feeling. It is my sustenance,
Yeah.
my lifeblood. I feed on your ever shiver, your racing heartbeats, and desperate cries of your dreams. With every gasp of terror, I go stronger and you weaker.
Yeah,
I
okay.
So Taylor Jacobs, you are not afraid.
That's
Make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Did we end up in Scream? Is that what happened? Are we in some sort
I
of
think
The
so.
Shining? We
Oh,
could be
is
in
it
The
supposed to
Shining.
be?
No, it's like Scream.
Was
You
it
left the back
perception?
It's like
door.
Scream.
Yes.
It's more like Scream.
It was an 8.
Okay, so with an 8, you think the voice is coming from 5 feet behind you, and it is now your turn.
I think she's gonna take out her greatsword and try and hit that area with it. And she's gonna tell Amy Ann and Crystal to make a run for the tree.
So make your weapon attack.
24.
Woo!
Finally.
That hits. Roll for damage.
All right, 2d6. 14.
So
Awesome.
you swing your sword into the darkness, or it sounds like the voice is coming from, and you make solid contact.
Yeah! Woo!
But something doesn't feel right.
Oh no, is it Bentley?
And as you draw the blade back in, you see what appears to be Richard,
How did he get behind us?
bloodied, bleeding out, and looking up at you with a dead look in his eyes. He collapses to the ground.
Don't worry, guys, it's not Richard. Richard was nearer the tree than he was to us. Keep going. Keep running to the tree. Okay.
Okay.
All right, if that's how you want to play it, that's fine. You see as it dissipates.
Oh, good call. Good call.
I have good spatial awareness. I'm part horse.
Oh, wait. Does my. Oh. No, I think I leave one of my lights over by Taylor when I'm walking
Okay.
over to the tree.
That's
So
nice
that
of
way.
you.
Yeah.
So Bentley, it is now your turn. Roll me a d20.
5.
That is not a pass. But now technically you can't see it.
Yeah.
So you don't know that you're not knowingly moving towards it. So what do? You're surrounded by darkness. You hear what sounds like the rest of your party in the distance.
I'm going to use a bonus action and burn Divine Sense to get an idea of where he's at.
Ooh, to see if he's
Brilliant.
within.
He's
Good
within
idea.
60 feet of me.
What you would determine is that it is, because of the type of darkness this is, you don't know its exact location.
Okay.
but you would know that it is generally across the room. Since you've done that now, you cannot advance any closer to your party because you know where it is, roughly. You played yourself.
Not really. Hey guys, he's approximately that way, and I'm gonna send them a mental image
helpful.
through the bracelet.
The bracelet's
Where's
voice
your
only.
Bentley, use your words.
Where is he from the tree?
If I'm perpendicular to the tree, he's approximately 50
We are
feet.
so good at
that way.
combat, y'all.
Oh my
The
god.
tree is at the front of the room. Is he left or right of the tree?
Oh no, DM, is he left or right of the tree based off of my approximation of where?
Make me an intelligence check.
That is a 15.
If you are standing at the tree,
Yeah.
Bentley is to the left. Like
Uh-huh.
if you're facing like you're at
Away
the
from
tree,
the tree?
facing towards the way you guys came in.
No,
Bentley's
can
to
we
the
face
left.
the tree?
Okay, so then Bentley's
my
to the
God!
right, and he would be towards the left for
Okay.
now.
Okay, yeah, you.
Bad
all
guy
that
to the left.
Bentley passes all that information to you in exactly that same confusing way.
To the right. No, left, low.
Stage left. No.
You see
Incredible.
as well. You don't see, but you hear as he calls.
However,
out
I can't
to
run towards him. Can I run towards the tree?
You cannot make any closer movement to him because you now know where he is, or you
All right.
have a perception of where he.
Allow me to
He is.
run circular, staying the same distance away from him.
Yeah, he's gonna
Try
run
and
10
take
feet or
care
so.
of
Okay.
the tree.
Yeah.
So you're going on an arc towards the tree.
Yeah.
That's fine. So at the end of your turn,
And I'll
Yes.
do a dash to get there.
okay.
Nice.
So you're making a lot of noise,
That's fine. I don't
and at
Clink,
the
clink.
end of your turn, you hear as he says, that's no fun, now is it? I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please."
care. That's a 20. I rolled a 17 plus numbers.
Nice.
Get fucked.
Well, that's really good because he was casting Phantasmal Killer.
Oh my god.
That would have been fun.
Sucks to suck, old man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
let's
it
That
is.
was
Stop
at
the
you,
DM.
not Chef,
Yeah.
by the way.
Do
What
what?
did you say?
So that was at you, not to Mr. Chef, by the way.
Oh, you're so
Personal.
dying today.
Oh God.
No. So, Amy Ann, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm trying to run towards the tree, and I'm gonna try and climb up the tree.
So, if you dash, I would say you just would make it to the tree. No need to take this offline. Overworked and Underplayed will circle back after these messages. So, I'm going to need you to make 2 rolls. Make me a either athletics or acrobatics check first. Actually, that athletics check needs to be with disadvantage because you're blind. Like you can't see.
Okay.
It's dark.
So that first one was a 15 total, and this one is better, so 15.
Okay, so a 15. I need Richard to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw is a 19.
Okay,
Yay,
perfect.
Good job.
So you're running through the darkness,
She just runs over him.
and you
Yeah.
you just a split second before you see him, you just hurdle Richard, and Richard
God.
hears you
Oh, I
and
see
just
him though.
ducks.
I see him though.
Like you just notice him
Okay.
as you get.
when you're within my 5 feet of space.
Yeah, you're like hands distance from him. You're like you just managed to pull off a hurdle.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Now I need you to make another athletics.
Well,
or,
Can I say since I ran into Richard, does that make me any less scared? Like I'm not running for my life? Is it more like
No.
no,
is that-
that's it. So we'll do that at the end of your turn.
to do what?
There's
See if
an
there's-
action for that. anyways.
Okay.
So I need you to make another one, either athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okie dokie. 19.
Okay, perfect. So you manage to skid to a stop right as you get to the tree.
Okay.
So you don't run into the tree.
Okay.
And you touch the tree and you're like, something about it it feels nice. And go ahead and make a wisdom check. Or not a wisdom check, roll a d20.
10.
Okay, you're still scared though.
Okay.
All right, so at the end.
Can I
of-
holler at Richard?
Yeah.
Richard, we gotta get out of here. It's very scary.
All right, so at the end of your turn, it sounds eerily quiet in the room. And then we go to Richard.
Having it be super dark, and then not knowing quite exactly who just jumped over him, but knowing someone just jumped over him, he's going to pull out his phone and turn on his flashlight.
Hey.
Ooh, okay. So we're going to say this is Slender Man rules. So you've got like one beam it gives you about 15 foot where you can see. So as you turn it on and you point it like towards what you think's the tree, you see Amy Ann like panting, like holding the tree, like at
Perfect.
the tree.
I'm gonna go in that direction. Can I make it to the tree in my full movement?
I'll say you can.
Okay, so I make it to the tree. How far up into the tree is the light bulb?
Just have
So-
Amy in through you.
I mean,
Just do it.
that's what I'm trying to figure out how far into
So
the tree.
it's going to be about 30 feet up.
30 feet up? Okay. Well, it would certainly take me a while, even if I was climbing it. All right. It doesn't take any movement to turn around into a circle. So Richard's just going to turn around in a circle with the flashlight pointing out to see, within that like 15 foot, whatever radius, if he can see anything else.
So you don't see anything else.
Okay. He's just going to shout out into the void. Taylor, we're over here. Come to the sound of my voice. Like, I believe in you. You can throw me up. I can't quite reach it. And through that, he's going to use his bonus action to give her bardic inspiration.
Hey, motivational speaking.
All right. So as soon as you say that, almost exactly the same message comes to you, Taylor.
No, I'm over here.
Now, I need you to make that's going to be wisdom saving throw, or we'll say insight.
Okay.
To determine which one you think is actually Richard.
That is a 14.
Okay, so with a 14, I'll say you hear the second one, but there was some kind of warm, fuzzy feeling you got with the first one, and you think that was the one you should listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, that was the end of Richard's turn, so now it is his turn, and you see, you don't see anything. I need Crystal to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, Krista! Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Oh shit!
What does that mean?
Alex?
Don't say that.
You critted on her ass.
No,
18.
you just barely. You were about to take
Well done.
21 points of psychic damage.
Whoa. I would have been unconscious.
Yeah, that's why, because I was like, it was like, well, 46 seems a
I don't
little
have any-
much. And then I rolled all like 3 6s and a 3, and I was like, I'm about to nuke her.
Thank God.
Oh, yeah, no, you rolled at the end of your turn.
Me?
That's right.
Yeah.
So, and you hear this like chilling voice in your head, Crystal. It says, give in to the darkness.
How?
That was her defense. I love it.
She's just like, how?
I need
Tell
more
me I
details.
want to. Yeah. I was all on board with this entire time.
I don't
And
understand.
Then Richard and Amy Ann, you get a creepy feeling. Both of you make perception checks.
Okay, and we see each other now.
Yeah,
right?
y'all can see
Mhm.
each other.
Oh, thank God, Richard.
That's an 11.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Ah, ha, ha.
So you
Rolling
guys
crappy.
don't see what's about to happen. Okay,
That was a
so
lot of dice.
unfortunately, both of them attacking Amy Ann rolled like single digits,
Both?
and the other two attacking Richard both critted.
4?
Little Richard.
No, don't worry, they're not. This isn't Mike. So as you guys watch, you see as it appears that the darkness itself is attacking you, almost like a humanoid made of darkness. And
Spoopy.
Richard, you're gonna take. So it kind of lashes out, and Amy Ann just kind of obliviously like just moves, and it misses. Richard, you're gonna take 5 points of necrotic, and then the second attack is another 5 points of necrotic damage as you get like double tapped by 2 shadow people.
Oh,
Oh my God, Richard, you okay?
yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Do you know it's shadow people? Did we? Or like,
So after they hit him, he would see. They had advantage
Okay.
because you guys couldn't see them.
Mhm.
What do they look like? Shadows. You're gonna answer shadows, aren't you?
Are we scared? Are we scared of them? Are they the cause of her and I's fear?
No.
They're not.
No. As Mike laughs in the distance, he goes, "Thou let my shadows deal with him." It is now Crystal's turn.
So Crystal is going to expand her lights out towards the tree
Okay.
Even with her night vision, she still can't see him, right?
Right.
Like, I could go to the tree, or I could go towards Taylor, I guess.
Yeah.
I could choose.
But Taylor told you to run to the tree, though, didn't she? And we're scared.
Yeah, which means I probably won't be listening to Taylor.
Yeah, it's like when you're a lifeguard and the person clings to you.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I can't save both of us if you're drowning me.
Yeah, that's exactly what Crystal's gonna do, and she's gonna run towards Taylor Jacobs instead.
In the dark. No, there's a fairy light near her.
Oh, and also Crystal can see, so like.
I mean, because Taylor's got a sword out.
Yeah, she's just swinging it
behind her, right?
I kind of
All
hope
right.
she gets it.
Oh, that's going to be fun on Taylor's turn.
I know, I'm like a little worried.
So, speaking of...
She'll have to go back to the rage room.
So that's Crystal's turn.
So
Taylor,
does Crystal, in the process of
roll
moving...
a d20.
Okay, in the process of moving towards Taylor, she expands her lights out pretty quickly out into the direction of Taylor. Does she see anything?
So she sees Taylor, and Taylor kind of lights up a little bit. I mean, you don't, it's the room that you were in before. You don't see Mike.
Okay.
But roll a d20.
That's a 13.
You're still scared.
Crystal's going to run up to Taylor and, like, hug her, like,
so
waist.
Are you talking
since
to
she
her?
brought the lights,
Yes.
I'm going to say Taylor does not have disadvantage, but I need Taylor to make a perception
Are
check.
you talking to her, though? Like,
Yeah.
I'm so scared or something.
Yeah. Taylor is talking to, or Crystal is talking to Taylor. I get us confused. That's bad.
Just like your dad.
Actually, not perception. This would be wisdom or insight to see if you think this is another one of the things, because you've already seen Richard come up.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Oh, cool.
Do we have any more good omens?
You do, actually.
We have 2 more.
So go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt Crystal.
And
Thank
Crystal
you.
is running at Taylor screaming.
Yeah.
So
something comes
Oh, thank God.
screaming out of the darkness, and Taylor Jacobs spins around like 180 with her sword.
That's a 17.
17. You see the look of fear in her eyes, and you're like, nope, that's her. You bring your sword like stopped like right before you get to her.
Okay. She's going to, like, pat her, basically, like in
Okay.
a comforting way.
All right. And then Taylor Jacobs, what are you doing?
All right. I'm going to toss Crystal up behind me and take
Okay.
off toward the tree.
Okay, fair enough. So we'll
works.
say you get 3/4 of the way there.
Okay.
And then we go to, so at the end of Taylor's turn, let's see.
And
Bentley.
when we're almost there, she's just going to be like, keep talking to each other so we can find each other like echolocation with bats.
and the lights do follow Taylor.
I know.
As Taylor's running.
Bentley, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That was 14.
That is not pass. Bentley, you take 19 points of psychic damage.
Wow.
Jeez.
And
Goodness.
you hear just out of the darkness, your fear is my sustenance, Bentley. And you hear the skittering of what sounds to be hundreds of tiny little spiders crawling all around your feet.
Are they trying to climb him?
Was it my turn?
It is now your turn, yes.
Cool. I'm going to roll for the fear.
Okay.
That's
First.
a 10. Cool.
Oh, no.
Bentley is going to... he's pretty scared and hasn't been able to do anything because the DM's a dickhead. Bentley's just going to start praying to his deity that he doesn't know much about in this world. Just going to be like...
He's having the foxhole moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
okay.
going to
What's
do
a
the
foxhole
foxhole
moment?
moment. He's going to pray to Talos, who's totally not owned by Bethesda. He's going to pray to Talos to be like, Talos, be with me. Talos, give me strength. I'll devote my life to you if you help me get through this.
So, make me a religion check.
It's a +0. It is a 12.
A 12. So, you hear this faint voice in the back of your mind. You owe me one.
All right,
And
cool.
your sword alights in flame.
Cool.
Oh.
Nice.
And you can now see about 15 feet in all directions.
Do I feel like a badass? Am I no
You
longer scared?
feel pretty badass, but 15 feet in front of you,
and about 5 feet from the people at the tree,
Mhm.
you see Mike Chef
Sweet,
in
sweet.
his spindly, spidery glory.
Can I run towards him and attack him?
You
Did praying
cannot.
use an
You're-
action? I'm still feared,
you're
so-
still feared.
Gotcha. Hey guys, I see him. He's where'd you say 15 feet ahead
So
of me?
what I would say is because you're that
So I can't
is
run
holy
anymore.
fire. You guys, like all of you in the darkness, you see like an orange light in the distance, and you see the outline of what appears to be a giant spider, like between you and the fire.
Holy shit.
Oh my God!
Climb the tree.
Do I still have an action after the prayer?
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn my 15 points of lay on hands to give me that 15 HP.
Okay,
Nice.
that makes sense. And then we go to Amy Ann.
Okay, we gotta climb the tree. Richard, get on my back.
Why
I
don't
don't
you
know if
just
we
throw?
can-
Why don't you just throw in?
Where I can? You're not here.
I'm
So
far enough
you're
away.
so you're throwing Richard on your
Well,
back.
so what do you? So metagame. What are we trying to do? We're trying to get to
The
the
light
Lex
bulb.
melee
Uh-huh.
thing that's in the tree, 30
Yeah.
feet up. That you
Yeah.
know where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're still in the dark, and we can't
Yes.
see anything. And I'm
Except a
frightened of
spider
what
running towards you.
exactly?
the spider.
I'm frightened of the spider.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Richard, you want to get on my back? Let's climb up here. I can't see to throw you.
In the moment, Richard just says,
all right.
I mean, I can throw you.
All
I
right,
just
so I'm gonna say you climbing on her back is easy enough, and since y'all are right back to back,
Yeah.
in the initiative order, y'all are gonna take your turn together.
Okay.
Okay.
So you climb on her back,
I'm just gonna try to climb up
and
the
you're
tree.
trying to climb the tree.
Yeah.
So I need you to make me an athletics check to climb the tree.
Okay, that's good. 21. 21. Yeah.
Does
Okay,
Richard have to
so
make
that's
an animal
successful.
handling to stay on?
How
Shut
dare
up.
you? How dare you?
What's your AC?
What is my AC? It is 14.
Okay. So that's 3 hits from attacks of opportunity. Oh, son of a bitch. Just drop.
Oh, from the goat. From the.
Yeah.
From the.
So you
I
take
gotcha.
5 necrotic.
Ow!
2 more. Ooh, and then 7. As these like shadowy tendrils like lash out at you as you try to climb the tree.
Okay.
But I will say what your movement speed's 30 feet.
Yes.
I'm gonna say he's small, so you're not encumbering her. You make it halfway up the tree to the light bulb.
Okay.
Now, Richard,
Yeah.
you could try to make it further.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, because of your small stature, even though your movement speed's lower, I would say if you try to, you'll make it to the light bulb.
Well, I'm gonna try
if
to.
you're successful.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Can you
have-
see
have
it?
an
I mean, we
omen
can't
die
see
left.
anything. That was the whole thing.
Well, I
there,
gotta
right?
figure out what the thing is I'm trying
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to use a bad omen since you've already
No.
decided
You-
to.
No.
to try.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you roll with disadvantage.
Okay, but what am I rolling?
That will be either athletics or acrobatics.
Can you give yourself bardic inspiration?
I don't think you can give yourself
Oh,
bardic
okay.
inspiration, but because everything we've done so far has been movement, and I do now have my
You do have your cell phone.
cell phone, which we've established as my arcane focus. All right, I have a spell that I want to use now that I have my thingamabobber.
Alex,
with
what
the
is
jig?
an arcane focus?
An arcane focus is the thing that allows you to cast spells.
So,
Without the required components.
what are components?
Components are the necessary ingredients for you to cast a spell. It's like flour in a brownie recipe.
That is such a good example. Oh my god.
Yeah, don't.
You're
at
such a
me.
good teacher.
Okay, what am I doing again? I'm making a what check?
Either athletics or acrobatics.
Okay,
And what spell are you trying to cast?
I'm trying to cast Enhance Ability.
Okay. So
Yay.
that would be either, basically, you need to decide either dex or strength. I'm
Yeah.
assuming you want dex.
That is correct.
Okay.
I'm doing Dex. So I'm basically just canceling out the disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm burning a spell slot to cancel out the disadvantage.
All right.
Nice.
And then I rolled a 23.
Nice. So you basically jump off of her shoulders and climb the rest of the way up. And you feel like as you're going, you're like, I think I'm close. I think I'm close. And when you reach up for that next handhold, you feel the Lux Mille Sole.
What does it feel like? Does
Feels
it emanate
like a light
power?
bulb.
Does it do anything?
I just feel something smooth finally
Yeah.
after this rough tree bark. I'm like, oh, thank God.
and
It feels
nothing
like
happens.
one of our sponsors.
Nothing happens?
Well,
I didn't
you
think
just
anything would
touched it.
happen.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just needed to get there.
and you hear a voice in the back of your mind go, "Do you think that will help you?"
It doesn't need to help me. I just need to have it.
All right.
Hilarious.
So now it is his turn. Amy Ann.
Yo,
I've been
I'm on the
spreading
tree.
it
I'm
out.
on the tree, bitch.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, try.
Do some trig.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom plus 17.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You pass. So
I told you, bitch.
She's smart and in a tree.
wow.
The tree helped.
He's like, come on. Like, really? You guys are no fun.
You're very unpleasant as well.
For a cult leader, you're not very charming.
But you will notice the sounds of what appears to be things trying to climb the tree behind you.
A gratitude today keeps the haters away, and that's why we want to thank you for listening to Overworked and Underplayed. You just heard Alex Capps as our DM, Annalyn Hardy as Taylor Jacobs, Katie as Crystal 2.0, Marjorie as Amy Ann, Marcel Hardy as Richard Cox, and Tyler as Bentley. Episodes are edited by Marcel, and Circle Back episodes are edited by Katie. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll circle back in 2 weeks on November 30th for the next episode. You can help us to get the word out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also follow us on social at OwnUpPod, that's OWNUPPOD, subreddit r/OwnUp.
I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey.